Beloved soul, blessed by the divine light that surrounds you even now as you receive this message, I come to you with news that will resonate in the deepest chambers of your heart. I am your guardian angel, watching over you through all the trials and tribulations that have led you to this precise moment in time. This is not a coincidence. Your presence here, right now, listening to these words, was written in the stars long before your earthly journey began. Can you feel it? That subtle shift in the energy around you? That inexplicable flutter in your heart that appeared the moment you heard the title of this divine revelation? Pay attention to these sensations, dear one, for they are the first whispers of a truth so profound that it has the power to transform your entire existence. You see, the universe has been conspiring in your favor, moving celestial bodies, aligning energetic pathways, and orchestrating divine appointments, all to bring you closer to her. Yes, her. The one whose soul vibrates at the exact frequency as yours. The one who completes the spiritual puzzle you've been trying to solve for lifetimes. The one who, at this very moment, is thinking of you without even knowing your name. What if I told you that she has been communicating with the angelic realm? What if I revealed that her prayers, her deepest desires, her most vulnerable confessions, have all been about you? Would you believe that the connection you've been yearning for, that inexplicable emptiness that nothing in this material world could fill, is about to be completed by her presence in your life? Take a deep breath now. Feel the oxygen filling your lungs, carrying with it the divine truth I am about to reveal. This message is sacred, meant only for those souls who are ready to receive it. And you, blessed one, have been chosen. The fact that you are still listening is proof that your higher self recognizes the truth in these words. In the silent hours of the night, when the veil between realms is at its thinnest, she has been whispering to us. Her words, filled with such pure intention and unconditional love, have moved even the most ancient of angels. What she has confided in us about you, about your imminent union, would bring tears to your eyes and warmth to your soul. But I must be careful not to reveal too much too soon, for divine timing is essential in matters of twin flames. Do you remember those moments of inexplicable sadness that washed over you without warning? Those sudden waves of longing that made no sense in the context of your daily life? Those were the echoes of her soul, calling out to yours across the vast expanse of time and space. And now, the distance between you is shrinking with each passing moment. The signs have been appearing all around you, though you may have dismissed them as mere coincidences. The recurring numbers that catch your eye, the songs that play at just the right moment, with lyrics that speak directly to your situation, the dreams that leave you with a sense of recognition, but faces you cannot quite recall, these are all breadcrumbs on the divine path leading you straight to her. Today marks the beginning of the final chapter before your meeting. The universe has deemed you ready, your soul sufficiently prepared for the magnitude of this union. What you are about to experience in the coming days will test your faith, challenge your patience, but ultimately reward your perseverance in ways you cannot yet comprehend. Close your eyes for a moment, if you can. Visualize a golden thread extending from your heart, reaching across mountains and oceans, weaving through the fabric of reality itself until it connects with her heart. This connection has always been there, but now it grows stronger, more tangible, as the moment of your physical meeting approaches. Are you ready to discover what she whispered to the angels about you? Are you prepared for the divine truth that will forever alter the course of your existence? Stay with me, dear one, for the revelation is about to unfold. Blessed soul, as promised, I now reveal to you the first of her sacred whispers, words that have reverberated through the celestial planes and caused a ripple of joyous anticipation among the angelic hosts. In her moments of deepest meditation, when her soul was most connected to the divine source, she spoke these words. I can feel him in the silence between my heartbeats. I know he exists, though we have not yet met in this lifetime. Please, guide him to me when both our souls are ready for the reunion. This confession, spoken with such certainty and faith, has been honored by the universe. The coordinates of your destinies are now aligning at an accelerated pace. What might have taken years is now unfolding in months, weeks, or perhaps even days. Time loses its linear quality when twin souls approach their reunion. She has recognized you in dreams, dear one. Though she may not remember your face upon waking, her soul carries the imprint of your energy. In those ethereal encounters, beyond the constraints of physical reality, you have already begun the dance of recognition. Your souls have embraced while your bodies remain unaware, preparing the energetic foundation for your earthly meeting. What makes this revelation even more extraordinary is that she has been keeping a journal, a sacred record of her intuitive flashes about you. In those pages, she has described characteristics of your soul that no one could possibly know. She has written about your struggles, your triumphs, your unique way of seeing the world. She has documented the very essence of who you are, guided only by her connection to the divine and the whispers of her intuition. One night, as she gazed at the stars, a single tear rolled down her cheek. We were there, collecting that tear, for it contained the purest form of love, love that exists before meeting, love that transcends physical attraction, love that recognizes the divine in another soul. In that tear, she expressed her willingness to wait as long as necessary, to overcome any obstacle, to recognize you among the billions of souls walking this earth. Do you feel the weight of this revelation? The sacred responsibility it places upon your spirit? This is not a casual encounter the universe is orchestrating, but the reunion of two halves of a divine whole, the completion of a cosmic promise made before time itself existed. She has been preparing herself for you, just as you have been unconsciously preparing for her. Every lesson you've learned, every heartbreak you've endured, every moment of growth and self-discovery has been leading you to this point. Nothing in your journey has been wasted. Each experience has been a necessary step toward becoming the person who can fully receive and reciprocate the love she is ready to offer. What she whispered next to the angels left us in awe of the human capacity for spiritual connection. She said, "I don't need him to be perfect. I need him to be real, to be authentic, to be exactly who he is. I have loved him through lifetimes. I will love him through this one too, with all his beautiful imperfections. This beloved soul is the miracle of your imminent connection. It is built not on idealized fantasies or unrealistic expectations, but on soul recognition and unconditional acceptance. She already loves the parts of yourself that you have struggled to embrace. She already sees the light in places where you have only known shadow. The energy of anticipation around both of you is growing stronger. The angelic realm is working tirelessly to clear the final karmic blockages, to dissolve the last energetic obstacles that stand between you. We are orchestrating the perfect divine timing for your meeting, a moment when both of you will be exactly where you need to be, spiritually, emotionally, and physically. Are you beginning to understand the magnitude of what is unfolding? Can you feel the shift in your energy as these truths penetrate your consciousness? This is only the first revelation, dear one. There is more, so much more, that she has whispered to us about you, about your shared destiny, about the mission your united souls will undertake in this world. And before we continue with this very special message, I invite you to support this space of connection. Become a member of the channel, and if you feel this message is touching your heart, don't forget to click on Thanks below the video. This helps us continue bringing messages full of love and hope like this one. Now, let's move on to what matters most. As these divine revelations unfold within your consciousness, you may begin to notice subtle, yet unmistakable changes in your daily experience. The veil between you and her is thinning rapidly now. Where once there was only a faint energetic connection, there now exists a powerful bond that transcends physical proximity. This intensification is not happening by chance. It is the direct result of her passionate prayers and your soul's readiness to receive this connection. Beloved protege, pay careful attention to your dreams in the coming nights. She has asked the angels to connect with you in the dreamscape, where souls can communicate without the limitations of physical reality. You may wake with fragments of conversations you don't remember having, with the lingering scent of a perfume you've never encountered, with the warm impression of a hand that held yours while you slept. These are not mere dreams. They are sacred encounters, divinely orchestrated moments of preparation for your physical meeting. What she whispered to us about these dream connections would astonish you. She told us, "When we meet in dreams, I try to memorize his essence, the feeling of his presence, so that I will recognize him instantly when our physical paths finally cross. Sometimes I feel I've known him for 1,000 years in a single night." The synchronicities in your life are about to multiply exponentially. Be vigilant, dear soul. for the universe will be speaking to you through signs so personal and specific that they cannot be dismissed as coincidence. A book falling open to a meaningful passage, a stranger mentioning a name that resonates deeply within you, a random detour that leads you past a significant location. These are all divine breadcrumbs guiding you toward her. She has been receiving these signs too, following her own divine trail that leads invariably to you. In one of her most vulnerable moments, she confessed to the angels, "Sometimes I feel like I'm being pulled toward a destination I cannot see, by a force I cannot name. It's both terrifying and exhilarating. I trust this journey, even when I don't understand it." This mutual journey toward each other has created a powerful energetic vortex, drawing both of you toward the inevitable point of convergence. You may find yourself inexplicably drawn to new places, new activities, new circles of people. Follow these intuitive nudges without hesitation, for divine guidance often appears as a subtle feeling rather than a thunderous command. The physical symptoms of this intensifying connection might already be manifesting in your life. Sudden warmth spreading through your chest at unexpected moments, a tingling sensation at the crown of your head or the base of your spine, spontaneous waves of emotion, joy, anticipation, even tears of release that seem to come from nowhere. These are not random physiological events. They are your body's response to the increasing frequency of her soul connecting with yours. What she doesn't yet realize, what she couldn't possibly know, is that every time she thinks of you with intention, every time she sends love to her unknown beloved, you receive that energy as surely as if she had delivered it in person. Energy knows no boundaries of time or space. Love, in its purest form, is the most powerful force in the universe, capable of reaching its intended recipient across any distance. In one of her most recent communications with the angelic realm, she shared something that we must now pass on to you. She said, "I feel that the time is near. There's an urgency in my soul that wasn't there before. If you can hear me, my love, if these messages are somehow reaching you through the divine messengers who carry them, know that I am ready. I am preparing the final spaces in my heart and my life to welcome you." This urgency she speaks of is accurate. The divine timing of your meeting has been accelerated by the rapid spiritual growth both of you have experienced in recent months. What might have been a future event has been drawn into your present reality through the magnetic power of two souls who are ready, truly ready, for the transformative experience of twin flame reunion. As we approach the culmination of this first message, I want you to take a moment to center yourself in this knowledge. Place your hand over your heart and feel the truth resonating within you. This is not fantasy or wishful thinking. This is a divine appointment being revealed to you because you are ready to receive it, ready to step into the magnificent future that awaits when two souls in perfect resonance finally meet in physical form. The intensity of what I am about to share with you in our next communication cannot be overstated. Her most profound whispers, her deepest revelations about your shared destiny, and the specific signs that will herald your imminent meeting, all of this awaits you. But for now, sit with this truth. Allow it to permeate every cell of your being. Trust in the divine orchestration that has brought you to this message and is bringing her ever closer to you with each passing moment. With infinite love and divine guidance, your guardian Ange beloved soul, I return to you with sacred knowledge that few are privileged to receive. The connection between you and your divine counterpart has strengthened since our last communication. Can you feel it? That unmistakable warmth spreading through your chest, the subtle vibration that seems to emanate from your very core. These are not imagined sensations. They are the tangible manifestations of her continued communion with the angelic realm, her persistent devotion to a connection she feels but cannot yet name. What I am about to reveal goes beyond the surface-level awareness of twin flame connections. This touches the very essence of why your souls have chosen to reunite at this precise moment in the grand cosmic timeline. In her most recent communication with us, during the sacred hour when night surrenders to dawn, she shared something so profound that it caused ripples throughout the celestial spheres. "I don't just want to meet him," she whispered, her voice barely audible yet resonating with unmistakable power. "I need to fulfill the promise we made to each other before we were separated across lifetimes. I remember the mission we agreed to undertake together. I feel it awakening within me as the moment of our reunion approaches. This, dear one, is the revelation that changes everything. Your meeting is not merely a romantic convergence of twin souls, though it will certainly contain all the beauty and passion such a reunion promises. Your coming together serves a higher purpose, a divine mission that both your souls committed to long before this incarnation. The world needs the unique energy that only your combined light can generate. She has been receiving visions, fragments of this shared purpose that await your united consciousness to complete. In meditation, she has glimpsed the healing work you will accomplish together, the souls you will touch, the ancient wisdom you will help restore to a world desperately in need of spiritual remembrance. These visions leave her breathless, humble before the magnitude of what awaits. What makes this revelation even more extraordinary is that she has recognized your energy signature in unexpected places. While visiting a sacred site recently, a place where the veil between dimensions grows thin, she felt your presence so strongly that she turned around, certain you would be standing there. Though you were not physically present, the energetic impression you left was undeniable. Your soul has been reaching out across the ethers, making preparatory contact, ensuring that when your physical meeting occurs, the recognition will be instant and undeniable. She confided to us, "Sometimes I can almost hear his thoughts, feel his emotions as if they were my own. There are moments when I find myself responding to unasked questions, offering comfort to pain I haven't witnessed. I know these are moments of connection across time and space. I know I'm feeling what he feels. Please tell him he's never truly alone, that even before we meet, I am with him in ways that transcend physical presence." This level of energetic communion before physical meeting is rare, dear one, even among twin flames. It speaks to the advanced nature of your souls, to the work you have both done across multiple lifetimes to reach this point of readiness. The veils of forgetfulness that typically separate souls in human form have grown remarkably thin between you, allowing for this extraordinary pre-union connection. In her journal, that sacred record of intuitive knowledge I mentioned earlier, she recently wrote something that aligns precisely with experiences you've been having, though you may have attributed them to imagination or coincidence. She described waking from a dream where both of you stood before an ancient tree, hands joined, reciting vows in a language neither of you consciously remember, but that your souls recognize as your first tongue, the original language of your shared soul before division. Have you experienced this dream from your perspective? Have you stood before the ancient tree, felt the bark beneath your palm as you placed your hand upon its trunk, sensed the deep roots connecting you to earth as your words connected you to each other? This shared dreamscape is not fabricated. It is a soul memory resurfacing as your reunion draws near. What she whispered next to the angels must be conveyed with particular care, for it contains a truth so personal that it may awaken dormant memories within you. She said, "There is a scar on his soul that matches mine perfectly, a divine marking that we chose to carry across lifetimes as proof of our bond. When we finally stand before each other, we will both feel the resonance of these sacred wounds healing at last. The completion of our souls will begin the moment our eyes meet. This spiritual scar she speaks of, do you recognize it? That inexplicable sense of something missing, a peculiar emptiness that no worldly accomplishment or relationship has ever quite filled? That precise hollow within your spirit, that nothing seems to fit? It was designed that way, dear one. It was crafted in the exact negative shape of her energy, ensuring that nothing else could ever fill it completely. Only her presence in your life will bring the sense of wholeness you have been seeking, perhaps without even realizing the nature of your search. With revelations of such magnitude come necessary challenges, blessed soul. The path to divine union is never without its trials, for what comes easily is rarely valued deeply. I must now prepare you for the energetic turbulence that may manifest as your souls draw closer to their physical reunion. These challenges are not punishments or obstacles. They are sacred opportunities for final purification, the last refinement of your individual energies, before they merge into something greater than the sum of their parts. She has been experiencing these preparatory challenges already, in her most vulnerable communion with us. Tears streaming down her face, she confessed, "The closer I feel to meeting him, the more intensely my deepest fears and insecurities surface. It's as if everything that might prevent me from loving completely is rising to be healed. Some days the process is so painful I can barely breathe through it. Please tell him, if he's experiencing the same, that he's not alone in this fire of transformation." Indeed, you may have noticed similar patterns emerging in your own life. Relationships that no longer serve your highest good are dissolving, sometimes in painful ways. Aspects of yourself that require healing before divine union, patterns of self-doubt, residual wounds from past betrayals, fears of abandonment or unworthiness, are surfacing with unexpected intensity. Circumstances may be challenging your faith, testing your commitment to spiritual truth over material illusion. This purification process is both necessary and divinely orchestrated. Just as gold must pass through fire to be separated from impurities, your soul must pass through these challenges to prepare for the purity of connection that awaits. The universe is not punishing you. It is preparing you for a level of love that can only be received by a heart that has released its former limitations. What gives these challenges meaning is knowing that she faces her own parallel journey of purification. In synchronistic harmony, both of you are being prepared simultaneously, your individual healing processes perfectly timed to ensure readiness for the moment of meeting. There is profound comfort in this sacred coordination. You are not suffering alone, nor is your suffering without purpose. She has asked the angels specifically to support you through this phase. When the challenges become overwhelming, she prayed, please wrap him in wings of comfort. Let him feel my strength flowing to him across the distance, just as I feel his flowing to me. Let him know that every tear shed now waters the garden of joy we will soon tend together. The divine response to her prayer has been set in motion. You may notice unexpected moments of peace descending upon you in the midst of turbulence, inexplicable surges of strength when you feel most depleted, dreams that leave you with a renewed sense of purpose, despite their fading details upon waking. These are not random occurrences. They are direct answers to her heartfelt petition on your behalf. The most challenging aspect of this preparation may be the sensation of almost but not yet that characterizes the final approach to divine timing. As the magnetic pull between you intensifies, the remaining distance becomes increasingly difficult to bear. Patience, that most difficult of virtues, becomes your most necessary practice. The universe operates on perfect timing, not too soon, before the necessary preparations are complete, and not too late, once the optimal moment has passed. She too struggles with this tension between anticipation and patience. The waiting would be unbearable, she confided to us, if I didn't trust so completely in divine timing. Still, there are nights when I reach across empty space, certain that I should find him there beside me. Please help him understand, as I am trying to understand, that this final waiting period is itself a sacred gift, the last opportunity to know ourselves as separate before we begin the journey of knowing ourselves as connected. What neither of you can fully comprehend from your human perspective is how rapidly the remaining obstacles are dissolving. What appears from your vantage point as delay is actually an acceleration beyond anything we typically witness in twin flame journeys. The divine forces working on your behalf have been granted special dispensation to expedite this union due to its significance, not just for your individual souls, but for the collective healing it will inspire. This leads us to a truth she has intuited, but hasn't fully articulated even to herself. Your meeting will ripple outward, affecting far more lives than just your own. The unique frequency your united energies will generate has the power to activate dormant spiritual potential in others, to inspire healing where hope has been abandoned, to demonstrate the reality of divine love in a world grown skeptical of its existence. This is part of the mission you both agreed to undertake, though the full scope of it will only be revealed once you have come together. Take heart, beloved soul, for these challenges are temporary, but the union they prepare you for is eternal. Every test you face now is strengthening your capacity to receive the abundance that awaits. Every painful release creates space for new joy to enter. Every moment of doubt overcome reinforces the foundation of faith upon which your shared purpose will be built. The time has come, cherished soul, to share with you the divine confirmations that herald your imminent meeting. The celestial signs have aligned in patterns so specific and personal that they cannot be dismissed as coincidence or wishful thinking. These are the sacred assurances directly from the divine realm that what I have been revealing to you is not only truth, but truth that is manifesting now in your physical reality. She has been receiving these confirmations as well, though she interprets them through her unique spiritual understanding. In awe, she recently shared with us, the signs have become so frequent and so specific that I can no longer doubt what's happening. Yesterday, I asked for a specific confirmation, a white feather beside a blue flower, and found exactly that arrangement on my morning walk, in a place I've passed hundreds of times without seeing either. These aren't coincidences anymore. They're conversations with the divine. Your own confirmations may have taken different forms, aligned with your personal symbolic language with the universe. Perhaps recurring number sequences that seem to follow you everywhere. 1111, 222, 303, appearing on clocks, receipts, addresses, page numbers, precisely when your thoughts turn to this connection. Perhaps animals crossing your path at significant moments, birds that pause to meet your gaze, butterflies that circle you in otherwise empty spaces, creatures appearing in ways that defy their usual patterns. Or maybe your confirmations have come through other people. Strangers saying phrases that resonate deeply with your private thoughts, conversations overheard that seem to directly address your unspoken questions, books falling open to passages that speak directly to your situation. The divine uses whatever channels will best capture your attention, whatever means will most effectively bypass your rational mind to speak directly to your soul. What makes these signs truly confirmatory is their increasing specificity. General symbols are giving way to precisely tailored messages that address your unique journey. This escalation of divine communication indicates that the final barriers between you and your twin flame are dissolving rapidly. In her most recent communion with the angelic realm, she shared something that sent waves of joy through the celestial spheres. "I can feel the distance between us collapsing," she whispered, her voice trembling with emotion. "It's as if we exist in parallel dimensions that are merging more with each passing day. Sometimes I catch glimpses of him from the corner of my eye, not his physical form, but his energetic signature moving through my space. The veil between us has grown so thin I can almost reach through it." This sensation of imminent breakthrough is not metaphorical. It is an accurate perception of the energetic reality unfolding around both of you. The boundaries that typically separate individual human experiences are indeed growing permeable between you, allowing for unprecedented levels of pre-union communion. This phenomenon will continue to intensify until the moment of physical meeting renders it unnecessary. The most powerful confirmation comes not from external signs, but from the unmistakable resonance within your own heart, that quiet certainty that has been growing steadily beneath the noise of doubt and fear. That is the divine truth making itself known to you in the most direct way possible. Truth recognized by the soul requires no external validation, though the universe provides it abundantly out of love for you. She has felt this inner confirmation strengthening as well. "There is a place within me that knows him already," she confided to us. "When I rest in that knowing, all doubts dissolve. It's as if I've carried a map of his soul within my own since the beginning of time. I don't need logical proof anymore, though the signs continue to appear. I simply know, with a certainty that transcends all other forms of knowing." This mutual soul recognition has created a bridge between you that grows stronger with each passing day. Across this bridge flows energy, information, healing, and preparation for the physical reunion that now stands at the threshold of manifestation. Neither time nor space can prevent what has been divinely ordained, what both your souls have chosen, what the universe itself is now orchestrating with extraordinary precision. I must now share with you the most significant confirmation of all, one that she herself is not yet fully conscious of having sent. In the deepest state of meditation she has ever achieved, her soul temporarily separated from her physical form and journeyed across the etheric planes directly to you. This is an extremely rare occurrence, possible only between souls of the most profound connection. During this brief soul visitation, she left an energetic imprint, a spiritual marker that is now activated within your energy field. You may have experienced this visitation as a dream of unusual clarity, a moment of inexplicable emotion that washed over you without apparent cause, or a sudden insight that seemed to come from beyond your own consciousness. However it manifested for you, know that it represented actual contact between your souls, the first direct touch across dimensions, a precursor to your physical meeting. This imprint she left carries within it a promise and a timeline. Though I cannot reveal the exact moment of your meeting, such specific knowledge might cause you to force what must unfold naturally. I can tell you with absolute certainty that the final countdown has begun. The divine appointment that has been thousands of years in the making is now approaching its fulfillment. As we conclude this second revelation, I ask you to hold space in your heart for what is to come. The final and most powerful revelations await in our next communication. Truths so profound they can only be received by a soul that has absorbed and integrated what has already been shared. Until then, walk in the certainty of divine confirmation, trust in the perfect unfolding of celestial timing, and know that she continues to whisper your name to the angels, hastening the blessed moment of your reunion. With infinite love and divine guidance, your guardian angel, beloved soul, blessed protege of the divine, we have reached the moment of ultimate revelation, the sacred truth that she has entrusted only to the highest angelic guardians, the whispered secret that has the power to transform not only your understanding of this connection, but your entire experience of existence itself. What I am about to share with you comes directly from the innermost chamber of her heart, from the purest essence of her soul's knowing, in the depths of her most profound spiritual communion, when her consciousness had transcended the limitations of physical form and merged with the eternal source of all creation. She made a confession so powerful that it created ripples of light visible throughout the celestial realms. The higher angelic councils gathered to witness this rare expression of pure divine love, emanating from a soul still embodied in human form. "I have remembered," she whispered, her spiritual voice resonating with the certainty of absolute truth. "I have remembered who we are together, what we have been to each other across the expanse of all creation. We are not merely twin flames reuniting after a temporary separation. We are divine co-creators who chose division as a sacred act of service to the collective. Our reunion now marks not just our personal healing, but the restoration of an ancient template of divine partnership that humanity has forgotten. This, dear one, is the revelation that changes everything. The connection between you is not simply a beautiful love story, though it certainly includes all the romance and passion your heart has longed for. Your coming together represents the reactivation of a spiritual archetype that has been dormant on Earth for millennia. You and she are living embodiments of the divine masculine and feminine energies returning to their rightful state of harmonious union, creating through your relationship a portal through which these balanced energies can once again flow into the collective consciousness. She has glimpsed the magnitude of this mission in visions so vivid they have left her breathless with both awe and humility. She has seen the two of you standing together at sacred sites across the world, your united presence activating dormant energy grids, reawakening ancient wisdom, anchoring frequencies of harmony and healing into the Earth's crystalline core. She has witnessed how your combined light creates a field of possibility around you that transforms everyone who enters it, catalyzing their own remembrance and awakening. What makes this revelation so extraordinary is that she has accessed memories not just of your past together, but of your future, possibilities that exist in potential, awaiting only your conscious choice to manifest them. In these glimpses beyond the veil of linear time, she has seen the life you will create together, the work you will accomplish, the souls you will touch, the legacy of light you will leave for generations to come. Most powerful of all was her revelation about the moment of your meeting, a moment that exists already in the quantum field, glowing with such radiance that it serves as a beacon drawing both of you inexorably toward it. "When our eyes meet for the first time in this lifetime," she confided to the angels, "there will be an activation. A code embedded in our souls will unlock simultaneously. In that sacred instant, we will both remember everything. The amnesia of incarnation will lift, and we will recognize each other not just as souls who have loved before, but as divine counterparts who have helped shape the very fabric of creation together." This activation she speaks of is not metaphorical. It is a literal, energetic event that has been precisely calibrated and divinely timed. Your meeting will trigger a cascade of spiritual awakenings, beginning within each of you and radiating outward to touch countless other souls. The ripple effect of your reunion has been foreseen by prophets and mystics across various spiritual traditions, though few understood the specific nature of what they were glimpsing. She has been preparing herself for this activation, though she cannot fully comprehend its magnitude from her current perspective. In her most recent communion with us, she shared, "I can feel the codes awakening within me already, sacred geometries illuminating in my energy field, ancient languages returning to my consciousness, abilities I had forgotten I possessed becoming accessible once more. It's as if every cell in my body is remembering its divine blueprint. I know this preparation is necessary for what will happen when we finally stand face to face. You too have been undergoing this preparation, though you may have interpreted the signs differently. The unexpected downloads of information that seemed to come from nowhere, the sudden understanding of concepts that once seemed incomprehensible, the activation of dormant spiritual gifts, the increasing sensitivity to energies and frequencies. All of these are aspects of your system recalibrating for the profound expansion that will occur at the moment of your meeting. What neither of you can fully grasp from your human perspective is that your reunion has implications that extend far beyond your individual lives, or even this single planet. The template of divine partnership that you are reactivating together creates a bridge between dimensions, opening pathways for higher frequencies to anchor more fully into the earthly plane. Beings of light from across the cosmos are watching this unfoldment with joyful anticipation, for it represents a crucial step in the ascension journey of an entire world. This is what she whispered to the angels that left them in awe, the recognition, arising from the deepest wisdom of her soul, that what appears as a personal love story is in truth a cosmic event of profound significance. And yet, paradoxically, it is the personal nature of your connection that gives it such transformative power. For the grandest universal truths are always embodied through the most intimate human experiences. Your love for each other, expressed through the beautiful limitations of human form, becomes a doorway through which divine love enters more fully into the earthly realm. Blessed soul, now that you have received these profound revelations, you require spiritual guidance to navigate the final phase before your divine meeting. This guidance comes not only from the angelic realm, but is inspired directly by her own intuitive understanding of what you both need during this sacred preparation time. Though she cannot consciously direct these messages to you yet, her higher self collaborates with us to ensure you receive exactly what will serve your highest good. First and foremost, embrace the acceleration of divine timing that is now occurring in your life. Events may unfold with breathtaking speed in the coming days, synchronicities multiplying, opportunities appearing suddenly, circumstances rearranging themselves with an elegance that defies logical explanation. This acceleration is not random. It is the universe creating the optimal conditions for your meeting. Rather than resisting this quickened pace or attempting to control it, surrender to its flow. Trust that every unexpected turn is guiding you precisely where you need to be. She has been practicing this surrender herself, telling us, "I've stopped trying to micromanage the divine plan. Instead, I wake each morning and simply ask, where would you have me go today? What would you have me do? Who would you have me be?" The freedom in this surrender is indescribable, as if I finally released the weight of believing I needed to orchestrate what God has already perfectly arranged. Second, maintain impeccable energetic hygiene during this final preparation phase. Your energy field is becoming increasingly sensitive as it prepares for the profound merging that will occur at the moment of your meeting. Be mindful of the environments you expose yourself to, the people you spend time with, the media you consume, the thoughts you entertain. Everything leaves an imprint on your field now. Choose consciously what you allow into your sacred space. She has been intuitively following this same guidance, creating a sanctuary of high-frequency energy around herself. "I can no longer tolerate lower vibrations," she shared with us recently. It's not judgment. It's simply recognition that what might have been acceptable before no longer aligns with the frequency I need to maintain. I find myself naturally drawn to beauty, to nature, to silence, to authentic connections that nourish rather than deplete. Third, pay extraordinarily close attention to your dreams during this period. The veil between dimensions grows thinnest during dream states, allowing for the most direct communication between your souls before physical meeting. Keep a journal by your bedside and record everything you remember, no matter how fragmentary or seemingly nonsensical. What appears as symbolic imagery often contains direct messages that will become clear in retrospect. She has been diligently documenting her own dreams, recognizing their significance. "Last night I dreamed of a door with a very specific pattern carved into its surface," she told us. "In the dream, I knew that when I found this door in waking life and walked through it, he would be waiting on the other side. I've drawn the pattern in my journal, so I'll recognize it when I see it. I believe it will be the physical location of our first meeting." Fourth, Attune yourself to the subtle energetic shifts that indicate her presence in your field. These moments of connection will increase in frequency and intensity as your physical meeting approaches. You might experience them as sudden warmth spreading through your body, unexpected waves of emotion, a fragrance that appears and disappears without source, or the distinct sensation of being lovingly observed when you are alone. Acknowledge these connections consciously, perhaps by placing your hand over your heart and mentally sending a response. This energetic dialogue strengthens the bridge between you. She experiences these connections as well, often at precisely the same moments you do. "Sometimes I'm in the middle of an ordinary activity," she confided, "when suddenly the air around me changes. It becomes charged, almost shimmering with a presence I can feel but not see. I've learned to pause in those moments, to close my eyes and simply say, 'I feel you. I acknowledge you. I'm here.' The response is always immediate. A rush of warmth, a feeling of being embraced from within. I know we're communicating across the veil. 5th, release all expectations about how and when your meeting will occur. The divine orchestration underway operates according to a wisdom far beyond human understanding. What might seem like the most logical or convenient scenario from your perspective may not be what serves the highest purpose of your union. Be willing to be surprised. The universe often delivers its greatest gifts through the most unexpected channels. She has surrendered her own expectations, sharing with us, "I've stopped imagining specific scenarios or time frames. Instead, I simply affirm each day, I am open to receiving this blessing in whatever way divine wisdom has arranged it. I trust the perfect timing and the perfect circumstances are already in motion." This surrender has brought me such peace. The anxious waiting has transformed into joyful anticipation. Finally, understand that the moment just before breakthrough often feels like breakdown. As your meeting draws imminent, you may experience a final intense purification, old wounds surfacing for healing, fears arising to be released, doubts making a last desperate attempt to protect you from the vulnerability of true union. This is not a sign that something is wrong, or that you are moving away from your divine appointment. Quite the contrary. It is confirmation that you stand at the threshold of the very transformation you have been preparing for. She too has been moving through this final purification, telling us through tears of both pain and liberation. "Some days I feel everything breaking open within me. Grief I thought I'd processed years ago. Fears I believed I'd overcome. Aspects of myself I had hoped were already healed. But there's a different quality to this healing now. It happens quickly, completely, as if what once would have taken months of processing now transforms in hours, or even minutes. I understand this is the final clearing, making space for the immensity of what's coming. Trust this process, beloved soul. Every release creates space for greater light. Every ending makes way for the most beautiful beginning. You are being prepared to receive a love so profound, so complete, that it requires a vessel emptied of all that is not aligned with its frequency. The discomfort of this final purification is temporary. The union it prepares you for is eternal. Blessed soul, we have journeyed together through revelations of extraordinary magnitude, truths that have been carefully guarded until this precise moment when you are finally ready to receive them. What began as whispers between her soul and the angelic realm has now been transmitted to you, creating the energetic bridge necessary for your imminent physical reunion. The circle of divine communication is nearly complete. What remains now is for you to step fully into conscious participation with the cosmic orchestration unfolding around you. This is not a passive process. Though much is being divinely arranged on your behalf, your conscious engagement with this sacred unfolding is essential. The universe has done its part to bring you to this threshold. Now you must walk through the doorway with eyes wide open, heart fully present, spirit willingly surrendered to the greater purpose your union will serve. She has already embraced this active participation, committing herself daily to the inner work required. I understand now that this isn't happening to me. It's happening through me, with my full cooperation, she shared in her most recent angelic communion. Each morning, I recommit to being the clearest channel possible for this divine love to express itself in the world. Each night, I review the day and release anything that might have clouded that channel. This disciplined devotion feels like the most sacred preparation I could offer. I invite you now to make your own commitment, not just to the joy of meeting her, but to the profound responsibility that comes with being chosen for such a significant spiritual mission. This commitment need not be elaborate or performative. The simplest, most heartfelt intention, spoken from the depths of your authentic being, carries more power than the most eloquent but empty declarations. Perhaps you might place your hand over your heart and simply state, "I am ready. I commit myself to this divine purpose. I open myself to receive this blessing and to become a worthy vessel through which its light may shine into the world." With this commitment, you activate the final sequence of events leading to your meeting. The universe responds instantly to such clear intention, accelerating the already rapid convergence of your paths. What might have taken weeks may now unfold in days. What might have required months may manifest in weeks. Divine timing is not fixed. It is responsive to your level of conscious readiness. As this final phase unfolds, remain exquisitely attentive to the guidance that will come to you through multiple channels. The angels surrounding both of you are working in perfect coordination to ensure neither of you misses the divine appointment that has been set. This guidance may come through intuitive nudges, unexpected invitations, seeming detours that lead precisely where you need to go, or even through direct intervention when necessary. The right book falling open to the right page, the stranger delivering a message that makes sense only to you, the dream that contains specific instructions for your waking hours. She is receiving this same coordinated guidance, her steps being directed in perfect harmony with yours. "I feel like I'm being led by an invisible hand," she told us. "Doors open before I even reach for the handle. The right people appear at exactly the right moment. Resources I need materialize without effort. It's as if the entire universe is conspiring to bring us together, and I am simply allowing myself to be carried by this divine current. The moment of your meeting exists already, a point of light so brilliant in the quantum field that it cannot help but manifest in physical reality. Both of you are being drawn inexorably toward this divine convergence point. Your seemingly separate journeys actually one path viewed from different perspectives. Every breath brings you closer. Every heartbeat counts down to the sacred moment of recognition. What she has whispered to the angels about this moment would bring tears to your eyes if I were to reveal it in its entirety. But I can share this much. She has seen it already, in visions so vivid they blur the line between prophecy and memory. "I know exactly what will happen when our eyes meet," she confided. "There will be a moment of absolute stillness, as if time itself pauses to witness our recognition. And then, light pouring between us, through us, around us. Light that heals not just our separation, but ripples outward to touch all who witness it, all who will be affected by our union in days and years to come." This vision she has been granted is accurate. The moment of your meeting will indeed create a field of transformation that extends far beyond your individual experience. Those present will feel it, though they may not understand what they are witnessing. Those connected to either of you will sense it, though they may be miles away. The Earth herself will register this reunion, for it represents a key activation in her own ascension process. In these final days before your meeting, I ask you to hold this awareness gently but clearly in your consciousness. You are preparing not just for a beautiful personal experience, but for a sacred event with cosmic implications. This understanding should not create pressure, but rather a sense of profound honor. The recognition that your journey has always been part of something greater than yourself. If doubt attempts to cloud this truth, as it likely will in these final moments, return to the feeling in your heart when you first received these messages. Remember the resonance, the recognition, the remembering that occurred within you. That response came from the deepest wisdom of your soul, the part of you that has never forgotten who you truly are, or why you came. She holds you in her heart constantly now, sending love across the dissolving distance between you. "Tell him I am ready," she whispered to us most recently, her voice steady with the certainty of divine knowing. "Tell him I recognize him already. Tell him I honor the journey that has brought us to this threshold. Tell him I await our reunion with a joy that transcends all previous understanding of what joy can be. The time has come, beloved soul, to conclude these revelations and allow the final phase of manifestation to unfold. You have been given all you need to navigate these last steps on your journey toward divine union. Trust what you have received. Honor what you have remembered. Follow the guidance that will continue to arrive with increasing clarity. Your guardian angels surround you now, their wings creating a sacred space of protection and blessing around you. Her angels do the same for her, their energies already beginning to merge, just as yours soon will. All of heaven watches with joyful anticipation as this love story, written in the stars long before either of you walked this earth, approaches its beautiful fulfillment. Dear soul, if this video was meaningful to you, leave a thanks below this video as a gesture of gratitude for this revelation. This strengthens us to keep sharing messages of connection and faith. Go now in the absolute certainty that what has been divinely ordained cannot be prevented. Step forward in faith, knowing that each movement brings you closer to home, not to a place, but to a person, to her. To the one whose whispers to the angels have prepared the way for the most beautiful chapter of your existence to begin, with infinite love and divine blessing, your guardian angel.